Memorial Day Weekend 2000. Boise, Idaho. The best collegiate ultimate players in the country gather, going ho for a chance to call themselves the best in the land. But on the flight home, only one team wears these jerseys. Welcome to the 2000 Ultimate Players Association College Nationals. University of North Carolina Wilmington enters the 2000 championships as the top seed. Their 11-2 record against nationals participants is enviable, but with a small roster and lots of young players, Seaweed will have to rise to the occasion if they don't want to go home disappointed. Second seed UC Davis is the opposite of UNC. With over 20 players on the roster, including a half dozen grad students, they have depth and experience. However, Pallades hasn't been a contender since the late 80s when they made the finals 3 times, winning it all in '89. Carleton is the little college that could. Their women's team, like their men's, is a close-knit, intense squad. Syzygy enters the tournament seeded 3rd, with memories of second-place finishes over the last 2 years burning inside them. They have the ability and the desire to make sure that the 3rd time is the charm. 4th seed Georgia has a 6-5 record against nationals participants. They've qualified for nationals 3 years in a row and are looking to improve upon their '99 efforts, which only got them as far as the semifinals. UNCW wasn't taking any prisoners on their way to the quarterfinals. They hammered Oregon and Notre Dame 14-3 and 15-2 respectively, before prevailing over Brown 12-9. Carleton advanced to the quarterfinals with solid victories over Illinois 15-2 and Smith 14-3. Colorado's Cali, however, was not so accommodating. Carleton had to fight every step of the way before edging Colorado 11-10. Quarterfinals.
To be at College Nationals is so exciting. I was so nervous, but the people are all so great and so friendly, and it's so beautiful out here with the mountains. It's a lot of fun.
We're so happy to have made it here because this is only our 5th year as a team, and so it's just really been exciting for me because I'm in 3rd year this year, and when I started, we were an entirely different team. Definitely goes for Meg when she started, and it's really exciting to see how much we've grown so quickly.
Semifinals. Georgia isn't extending any Southern hospitality to UNC. They come out strong, but Seaweed Zone throws them off their game. Seaweed marches back with a number of unanswered points and heads to the finals with a 10-9 victory over the Ho Dogs. Number 3 seed faced number 2 in the semifinals as Carleton and UC Davis squared off. UC Davis's Melanie Carr and Carrie DeLue are the big threats for their team, but Carleton's got a strong roster with stars of their own and plenty of depth. Syzygy's intensity and team spirit are a formidable 8th woman, and they win a berth to the finals, beating UC Davis by a score of 12-6. The stage is set for the finals. Carleton Syzygy from Minneapolis faces off against Seaweed from the University of North Carolina Wilmington.
We have a fierce rivalry with Carleton. In the last 3 years, we played them in some big games, and earlier this year we played them in the finals at Terminus, and we won 14-12, but it was probably our toughest game of the year. So, hopefully we come out on top, but I'm sure it's going to be a good game no matter what.
I think we're going to mix up playing zone and trapping sideline, trying to take away their huck game. I also don't think they're particularly disciplined, so they have some trouble with the zone. And we have great matchups across the board, and we'll exploit those if we get the chance.
Top seeds were the order of the day for the women's final, with number 1 seed UNC Wilmington, aka Seaweed, taking on number 3 seed Syzygy from Carleton. UNC is a Cinderella story. They didn't qualify for last year's nationals, and this year, with a lot of new faces and an 11-2 record against national participants, they're looking to take home the hardware. Syzygy, meanwhile, is on familiar turf, having made it to the finals for their third year in a row. Carleton is hoping that it's third time lucky as they try to avoid being the bridesmaids yet again. Syzygy takes first possession, but Paige Anderson's huck to Kate Kingery is out of reach and UNC takes over. Seaweed captain Nikki Miani gets Seaweed moving downfield. She and Melanie Bossert will shoulder a lot of the handling duties for UNC. But on this possession, Miani can't connect on the sideline and Carleton takes possession. Syzygy capitalizes with a sweet OI flick by Anna Sawyer to Gardner, who finds a wide-open Sarah Deckert for the first point of the game. A big Syzygy pull pins Seaweed to the line. Seaweed quickly busts out, but their swing pass is straight into the hands of Julia Gardner. Allison Turnbull misses the chance for point number 2 and Seaweed has possession. Carleton is showing a zone defense. Seaweed gets the cup running and finds an opening to get the disc off the sideline. Another nice pass swings the disc to the near side. A sweet 30-yarder gets to Carrie Fisk, and she helps make it 1-all. An upwind pull puts the disc closer to their end zone than Seaweed would like. A sketchy travel call on Paige Anderson slows play. Anderson finds a very money Liz Penny down the middle. Penny to Sexton, a down-the-line forehand to a wide-open Syzygy player, and Carleton's up by 1. Syzygy turns up the D and forces a premature pass for a TO. Seaweed tries a poach. Unfazed, Liz Penny hammers to teammate Becca Sexton. Sexton's floater gives Seaweed a lucky break. Melanie Bossert can't hold on to the pass. This final is starting to get a little chippy as both teams play hard defense. Leah Rahill wants to huck, but waits for the right cut. She finds Miani in the end zone with a break force IO backhand. Seaweed's riding a wave as they turn hot D into a tie game as Rahill connects with Miani. Seaweed sticks with zone, trying to contain Carleton's big throwers. Penny is angling for game MVP as she tears up the field with committed plays like this layout to retain possession. It's all for naught, however, when Anna Nelson reads it wrong. Seaweed's hungry, but they've got a few big game jitters and drop an easy pass. Kate Kingery catches her check sleeping and gets way, way open in the end zone. Carleton leads once again. Kingery gets open, and the leading pass is a routine catch for number 10. Seaweed's feeling the pressure. Both sides are suffering from turnovers. Captain Paige Anderson steps up and shows her big game experience with a chilly pass to Liz Penny. Penny, meanwhile, shows her penchant for hammers as she pumps this one to the end zone, and the guys fall in love. Carleton has a 2-point cushion. Seaweed turns it over near the Carleton end zone. Syzygy is itching for a 3-point gap, but this shortcut leads to a dead end. Number 10, Kate Kingery, argues a bump looking for a foul, but the observer calls it clean. It's a moot point when Seaweed lets an easy one slip away. They get another chance and a lucky break when Kara Mogridge finds herself in the right place at the right time. UNC is back within one. Carleton's hungry for an upwind point. Seaweed makes it easy with slack D. Game leader Carleton shows the Weeds some short passes and good flow. Julia Gardner overthrows, and it's back to Seaweed. A quick pass, then controversy. The observer is on the spot and calls the pass OB. The crowd doesn't agree and gets vocal. Another look exonerates the hardworking men in orange, as you can see her foot touching the line as she makes the catch. Seaweed's happy to end the turnovers and converts this huck to Nikki Miani into a tie game.
Wall on defense. Don't get broken, White. Brick wall.
Them's fighting words for Carleton, and they don't waste any time here. A couple of quick ones put them in striking distance. Hammer Queen Liz Penny can't resist as she lofts one towards the goal line. Mimi Frusha sends a high backhand across the line, and Syzygy pulls ahead. Seaweed hears the siren song but crashes on the rocks. Syzygy does a little give and go with Frusha, Nelson, and Gardner working it upfield. Liz Penny stalls it up for a 2-point lead. A series of turnovers finds Syzygy with possession in the Seaweed end. Gardner hucks, and Penny racks up another score to put Carleton up 7-4. They may be down by 3, but they haven't blinked yet. Seaweed marches on, using the whole field. But the Wilmington girls aren't getting the breaks, and they miss an easy one. They aren't alone, however, as both teams commit a number of turnovers before Seaweed finally gets a break with this Miani pass. The Weeds refuse to die, and they're back within 2. Both squads' legs are tiring. Syzygy has possession close to the Seaweed end zone. Mimi Frusha calls a smart timeout. Carleton isolates Liz Penny on the end zone play. She drives to the line to score, and Seaweed's passion may be starting to drain. Penny has a step and position on her defender, and that's all she needs to convert this pass into a score. Turnovers are proving costly for Seaweed. Another drop pass by the handlers, and Carleton has possession near the goal line. Anna Coldham has the smarts to call a timeout, and Syzygy sets up another end zone play. Coldham delivers a perfect pass to Ann Sawyer, and Carleton is up by 4. Weed fans are getting impatient as their team drops behind.
Make it look easy, White! No breaks!
Syzygy wastes no time. They're riding Seaweed's wave and are as stoked as any Santa Cruz surfer. Number 9, Becca Sexton, connects with Captain Paige Anderson. The champagne is headed to the cooler. Syzygy is fired up. Maybe a bit too much. Seaweed slices through their zone, and Christy Timbers makes the end zone play to tally Seaweed's 6th marker. Timbers comes up with a big D block. Rahill, Mogridge, and Bossert combine to bring Seaweed back within 3. Syzygy has possession, and they want to end this before Seaweed mounts a comeback. They move it upfield, but Penny's huck falls short. Seaweed's joy, however, is short-lived as they all but hand Carleton the disc on the goal line and they punch it in to Becca Sexton. Seaweed comes back with some nice flow, but Syzygy is marking hard. A floating UNC pass results in another red zone turnover. Julia Gardner is having a huge game with another big catch. Another deep turnover by Seaweed. Carleton gets the disc closer to the line, and when no cuts materialize, calls a timeout to plan their next move. A set play punches their ticket for lucky 13. The disc is in Seaweed hands, but another premature pass puts them right back on defense. Becca Sexton skies a couple of UNC defenders and looks to the end zone. Number 3, Kate Isle, lays out for game point. Syzygy has the disc. Seaweed has their backs against the wall. Chrissy Timbers responds with a huge hand block and then converts the turnover into point number 8. Gutsy play. Syzygy can't seem to bring an end to this one yet. Timbers shows great athletic ability as she makes the catch and then drags both toes to make sure she lands in bounds. Seaweed's cup proves to be a thorn in Syzygy's side. They mark hard and force a turnover. Neither team wants to give an inch, but UNC will take whatever they can get. Timbers scores again. It's 14-9, but Carleton has another opportunity to end this one. Penny and 2 UNC players go up, but the disc is batted away. Penny wants a foul, and there's controversy on the field. Seaweed takes possession, but Carleton returns the favor with an interception of their own. Syzygy runs the Seaweed Cup. Sexton pulls down a high pass. It's no surprise at all when Penny delivers the winning pass. Carleton scores to stop the Seaweed comeback and take home the college title. Syzygy finally gets the win they've been wanting for the past 3 years. At this level, anything can happen and any team can take home top honors. But on this day, the planets align for Syzygy, and Carleton heads back to Minnesota as the 2000 UPA Collegiate Women's Champions. The 2000 Ultimate Players Association College Championships would like to acknowledge the support of Hewlett-Packard, DoubleTree Hotels, Boise Parks and Recreation, and all the volunteers that made this tournament possible. Special thanks to tournament directors Patty Sebi and Jim Dumont.